Hi you guys, happy Sunday, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about how to raise your vibration and my top 3 practices that I indulge in every single day to make sure that I'm always on that vibrating high disc frequency, okay? So basically, if you are new to the concept of vibration, the way I have my understanding around this is that every cell in our body is vibrating at a certain frequency, okay? Different frequencies means different things. So when it comes to vibrating at a certain frequency, you are vibrating at joy. If you are at a frequency that makes you feel too low and stooped low, that would be the frequency of, being looked down upon, feeling jealous, feeling hatred towards someone, angry, and all of these things, okay? So certain vibration and certain frequencies carry quote unquote negative emotions with them, and certain frequencies and vibration carry positive emotions with them, okay? Not to say that negative and positive emotion is something that you have to attach yourself with, but just for you to be able to understand this video, and so as to why I talk about raising your vibration first thing in the morning, okay? Now just a quick disclaimer that you don't have to follow the exact steps that help me vibrate at the high frequency, because your body is different, your likings might be different, and you have to just sort of stick to something that sits the best with you, okay? So to begin with, the first thing that I love doing is watching the sun come up, okay? I could have 100 troubles in the world. I could have something going wrong with my work, or just, XYZ, anything. We are all people and things happen, and that's okay, right? That's the part of life. But the first thing that you do is that you wake up and you just start to, observe things that you are grateful about. So when I wake up and when I go to my balcony, which is just right in front of me, and that's the source of my life for this video, but I digress. But so I go out and I look at the sun, and I see the sun rising, and literally sun coming from like here to, it's just like, shining, and just shoots up in the sky. But I just feel so grateful to have my eyes, to have my body, to have my legs, to have me, and just sitting there and be able to, enjoy something as magnificent as a sunrise. And my body allows for me to do it every single day. And it does a billion good things for your body. Maybe we can talk about that in some other video, but this is me, getting in that hormone, the cortisol, the dopamine, and just having that energy to go through the day, because your hormones dictate your emotions and feelings quite a bit, okay? So the first thing I will do is I will say thank you to the plants, I'll say thank you to the sky, thank you to the air, thank you to the beautiful weather, thank you to the sun. And maybe, I also secretly, sort of click a photo or a video or a boomerang and post it on my Instagram, but that's like the only 10 seconds that I'm there. I'm not really checking my stories or the views and the comments, etc. I'm literally just posting that story and just sort of running away. But it really helps me to motivate other people to maybe follow in my footsteps, and just see that I don't fail to do it every single day. And maybe you should also try to inculcate that as a habit. So that's the reason I take that step. But it just makes me feel so happy to be alive, and I start to say good things, okay? I love my body. I know it's going to be an amazing day. I know it's going to be beautiful. I know I feel magical. I have a feeling. Even when I don't have a feeling, I will tell my body, I will induce it in myself that it's going to be a brilliant, beautiful day, okay? And on a day like that, if at all something goes wrong, I will still express my gratitude that, okay, this could have been worse, but it's not worse. And maybe that's why I had a feeling that it's going to be an amazing day, okay? And that is how you constantly make sure that you are vibrating at a certain frequency, and that frequency will attract more things. That takes you towards the law of manifestation, attraction, and all of these things. And we are going to talk about it in the coming few videos, but that's one thing, okay? Number 2 is doing something that you would live and die for, okay? For me, that is studying. So I would usually study something related to a client's case. So let's say if someone has hirsutism, okay, if someone has PCOD, if someone has issues with their liver, I'm mostly studying on those lines, and mostly like a podcast, so that I don't have to look into my iPad. And it can be a physical book as well, but I am officially out of space to store books. So yeah, it is usually some sort of podcast that I'm able to find, and I'll just put it in the background and I'll just listen to it. Okay, I can do my skincare, I can say good things to my skin. That is exactly how I have been able to have the skin that I have today, and I'm so grateful to the universe for this. I used to literally manifest it every single living walking day of my life for a few years or a few months, I think months to maybe 1 year or so. But I've seen my skin transformed, and I'm sure if you follow me on IG, you already know about it. And I think a lot of it has also to do with the practices that I talk about, right? So it has been personally very, rewarding for me, and maybe that's why I like to share it with you, because it would be a pity if I don't share, just something this magnificent and accessible, and a power that is just inside of us to you. So that's the reason I'm sort of trying to put it out. And just doing my skincare, doing my hair. I do my hair when I wake up every single day without fail. So just doing anything that makes me feel great. And for me, as obsessive as it may sound, that makes me feel good. I live to do it. I eat well to achieve that, and I love doing it, and that's why I do it. So if you have something that you enjoy and you love, it could be playing a drum, okay? But if you love it and like it, and if that raises your vibration, takes you to a certain frequency of love and kindness and attraction and abundance, you do it because it works for you, and it works for the trillions of the cells inside your body. So that's very important. Number 3, if I have to pick between yoga, meditation, deep breathing, so I usually have early morning calls that can start anywhere around 7 or after 7. So if I have, let's say if I wake up around 5:30, okay, usually it's 5:30. So if I wake up at around that time, I have about 1 hour 30 minutes, and I would try to get in my yoga, okay? And when I'm doing my yoga, I can think about a lot of things, or I can go within, focus on my breathing, just be there with my body, and that also creates that meditative state, right? So movement for me is amazingly brilliantly well. When I used to be back home, I used to take a walk on my terrace, and I used to study while I was doing that. Most days of the week, that would be like 6 days per week, but one day I would just listen to my music and just dance my heart out, because this is usually the time when no one is around, and fortunately or unfortunately, but it works out for me. So just being with yourself, you can literally do it in the shower once you have defecated, and you're just standing and looking in front of the mirror. Maybe you're changing into your workout gear. Just look at your body, look down on your body with gratitude, and not with, oh my god, I have a paunch, oh my god, my skin is so loose. Okay, these things will be taken care of. You have to look down in it, and you have to remind yourself of all the things it does for you to be able to abuse it, right? So if you have that power, why would you sort of decrease that vibration and frequency? Because that is a vibration that is not really going to attract the things that you want or the health that you want, right? So you really want to say good things to yourself, and this can be reading books, it can be manifesting, it can be visualization, it can be journaling, it can be watering your plants, it can be talking to a loved one, it could be making love to someone, your partner, or someone you're in relationship with XYZ. But just doing anything that makes you feel like, oh wow, I'm so happy to be alive today. I am so happy to be able to see this. I am so happy to be able to hear this song, okay? I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy that I can do it. And the more you say it, the more you feel it, the more you vibrate at a frequency that attracts abundance, not just financially, but also physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and attracting people, attracting cells who are vibrating at that same frequency. Okay, so that is my top 3, and I really hope this helps you. And yeah, I am very elated to be sitting here and talking to you. I appreciate that the little time that you take out to put one comment that makes me want to sit down and film another video. So I am always reading what you are saying, and thank you so much for being here. I'll see you soon. Take care of yourself.